This is an example of one of many days where I was followed everywhere by a helicopter. I happened to be in the car with someone else that particular day, and I pointed out to them, watch the helicopter following the vehicle. And they went, no, no way, no helicopter's following you. I said, watch everywhere we go, the helicopter's going to go. They didn't believe me. So I started doubling back, like I forgot something, and taking a different route, places that I would normally take, and just being difficult to follow. And this is the result. And after the end of that little round, and if you notice, there are no streets this isn't a vehicle driving on the streets. Now we're on the main streets and highways, over hills, over waterways, over buildings. And the helicopter was doing its damnedest to follow and keep up with us. And it wasn't that I was going fast, because I don't drive fast. I was just doubling back and changing my route and changing my direction, and they'd have to change their route and change their direction to try to stay with me, to prove a point to the individuals, because there's more than one person in the vehicle with me, that I absolutely was being followed by this helicopter. And these blue lines represent the helicopter's course. Everywhere I went that day, you see all of that? Now you see the actual streets and how they're flying over buildings and everything, trying to keep up with me. This is one blonde-haired, kind of curly-ish hair in the Navy. I think he might be the same guy who caused that woman's death that I reported. And he might also be the same one that I caught trespassing on my property numerous times with their Dodge Chargers, him and 5 other guys who kept hot rodding and joyriding and drag racing down the canal, down the middle of my property. And I started locking the gate and not allowing people to do that. So they're acting like a bunch of 5-year-olds having temper tantrums because they can't rip and race through the middle of my property. And so they started tearing up the animals' pens and terrorizing the animals on the property, which I also reported to the commander, who was not the current commander. And then I went to the Naval Inspector General about how badly behaved these Navy brats, acting like a bunch of skinheads running around out here, treating the locals like crap. And a lot of the locals were terrified of them. They wouldn't even speak up or say anything about the horrendous behavior that I witnessed. A disgrace to every level of the military. But this is just, look at this, beyond a shadow of a doubt. And this is one of multiple cases. This mess has been going on for 5 years. I've got so much footage and so much recorded data on the bad behavior of these people, just thinking they can do whatever the hell they want. And this is my property over here where they originally followed me from. And this is just one of many incidences. And what's more, it just says Churchill County now. It used to say the military base. They went back in here and changed Churchill County Parks and Recreation. No, these were military locations. I have the original photographs and the original footage of all this, which I gave to the Navy and Inspector General. And I also uploaded it to YouTube and probably a couple other places. So they're going to my account and trying to delete stuff and trying to hide records. They've been hacking in my computers and messing with my Wi-Fi, trying to get rid of evidence. It's already out there. The authorities already have it. So all you're doing is proving who you are, because no one else would care to try to delete the records of your locations and what you guys have been doing. So all they're doing is adding felonies on top of felonies. Because stalking is a felony. Do you know how many millions of dollars in just fuel alone with these helicopters and these aircraft that they've been using to follow me around and bother me, and not to mention all the drones damn near every day on my property. And how many thousands of counts they've been racking up all this time. Yeah. They think they can do anything they want to do and get away with it. Nah, that's not going to happen.